Actors and actresses are the main reason people go to the movies, and it's partially why they're paid the big bucks. Yet some stars are so unlikable or untalented that they ruin every movie that they're in. So, which are the worst of the worst to watch? Let's take a look. James Corden. I guess for some people, I can understand Corden's appeal, or at least for the character he has created for himself. Of course, by now, it's clear to many that in real life, the guy is as good company as a third Weekend at Bernie's. I try to separate art from the artist. Roman Polanski should probably be in jail, but that doesn't make Chinatown less enthralling. Kevin Spacey might be creepy, but House of Cards needed scotch tape to stay upright without him. Saying that, you can feel the inflated ego of James Corden when watching him act. It's phony, it's gross, and worst of all, it's cringe as hell. I'm watching a low-tier talk show host in every role. It doesn't help that he overacts in every role as well. He's abysmal in Cats, his voice acting is obnoxious, and the fact that he manages to be the worst part of Cinderella 2021, yes, the one with that note, and the worst cover of the White Stripes imaginable, a 7-nation army couldn't hold me back, is a true testament to his shittiness as a performer. I'm not putting Brie Larson. Yes, her comments about critics were not only ignorant, but laughably stupid.
I do not need a 40-year-old white dude to tell me what didn't work for him about A Wrinkle in Time. It wasn't made for him.
Yes, her interviews are often torturous to watch due to the stank of undeserved ego. And yes, her performance as Captain Marvel could be topped by a piece of drywall. But at the end of the day, that's 2 movies and the rest isn't as relevant to me. She did good work in Room and Scott Pilgrim. Anywho, Rebel Wilson, dear lord, where to start? I can't wait for the day when awkward humor dies, or at least American films don't fall back on it as much. Time and time again, lazy modern comedies use it as a life raft, and we need to pincushion that shit. The British do it better. Just let them have it.
This is what happens when you subjugate nations for hundreds of years. You just know how to laugh at yourself.
Rebel's awkward humor is so lazy and uninspired, I'm surprised she wasn't cast in the Ghostbusters reboot. You know, just say your lines slowly with uncomfortable cadence and it's just instant comedy, I guess. She's the exact same character in every movie, whether it fits or not. The worst by far has to be Cats. Is it strictly her fault that this scene almost made me puke? Oh! No, No, but you know what didn't help? The fact her singing sucks, she can't stay on rhythm, and again, can't muster anything but awkward line delivery and falling on her face. Picture a movie like a potluck party, where everyone brings something for people to enjoy, and the best ones are where there is variety yet nothing clashes. Rebel Wilson is the kind to keep buying oatmeal raisin cookies from a 7-Eleven on the way to the party. Sure, some people will eat it up, but that doesn't mean you couldn't have at least tried a little harder.
Yeah, well, we don't do anything with dignity, okay?
Plus, oatmeal raisin sucks. Fight me in the comments. Do it. Joey King gave some strong performances earlier in her career, but her roles in acting in her more recent work became so bad it was like a career 180. Slender Man and Wish Upon are perfect examples of secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, what's funny is that you're smegma.
Brr. Watching Joey King struggle with this admittedly poor dialogue will make you cover your ears and eyes faster and harder than any jump scare. She always has this appearance of someone struggling with gas. That's Joey King's face in most of her movies.
Elle, she kind of has a crush on you.
What hurt the most was the one time she didn't do this, and that was Bullet Train, a film that is bursting with style and a great comedic performance from Brad Pitt. But then we move down a few cars to Joey King, and here come the breaks. She's your standard, overdone, badass little girl, and it's intolerable. Joey King never once makes the lines or the expressions believable. It's a terrible performance, and a gigantic drawback from an otherwise fun film. And it's always gonna sting when I think about it. While I could rag on Amy Schumer for 2 minutes, she is saved by the relative infancy of her career. She hasn't been in much, while Chris Rock has a heftier career and boy howdy is he bad. I almost didn't want to put him, but that's my bias. I feel a bit sympathetic towards the guy of late since he was slapped on live television by a cuckold, cringelord sociopath who hasn't picked a good movie in 20 years. But then I remember the movie Bad Company, where he has to pose as an agent, posing as a dealer, and he just looks like a dude with a stick up his ass. The guy has no range, and I have no idea how he's getting work for projects like the Fargo series or Saw Spiral. Oh my god, Saw Spiral. It's like he bit into a lemon and took out his contacts for every scene. It's the stiffness, a discomfort that you think would go away after so many roles, but it hasn't.
He could be anywhere. He could be anyone. We're gonna tear this city apart.
Ugh, so many to do before my last pick. Can we do a lightning round? Katherine Heigl, genuinely horrible in everything post Knocked Up. Melissa McCarthy, the best parts of Bridesmaids, easy. Too bad that in almost everything else you could replace her with an air horn being kicked down the stairs. TJ Miller, the comedy relief character only works if you're funny, bro. Seth Rogen, an ape with bronchitis could do your job. And Ruby Rose. This isn't fair, but I'm putting her here because she has 0 lines in John Wick 2 and manages to be shockingly terrible. Better save the hot take for last, because while he did act in and direct one of my all-time favorite comedies and outclassed Vince Vaughn in another movie, Ben Stiller is otherwise a one-note actor whose bad performances massively outweigh his good ones. With the exception of Zoolander and Dodgeball, he is the worst part of every movie he's in. Tower Heist? Yes. Tropic Thunder? Oh yeah. The Heartbreak Kid? Kill me. And it's even more evident that the guy has no comedy chops when his attempt at comedy is constantly getting annihilated by better actors. Philip Seymour Hoffman in Along Came Polly, Jack Black in Envy, Robin Williams in Night at the Museum, literally everyone in Royal Tenenbaums, the list goes on. So he flails around like a kid who just had their floaties taken off, hoping comedy will land.
A white horse that you come galloping up on and it neighs and it makes the whole thing? Of course, make it a beautiful white horse that I think...
Ben Stiller is in so many goddamn movies. He's in so many I can't not put him on this list. He never evolved his craft, and it wasn't even that good to begin with. That's why Adam Sandler isn't on this list. At least he gives a powerhouse performance once in a while. He takes a risk, even if his Netflix originals aren't just dead on arrival but decomposing. You got saved, Adam. Ben Stiller managed to be lamer and lazier than you. Shit, Ben Stiller called the cops. So, who did I miss? Should I do a video about actors who make every movie better? Comment below, subscribe and click the bell if you want to support my videos, and enjoy the rest of the channel. Thanks for watching.